Season 2, Episode 2 of Balls and Banter. And Hogshead, Illovo. Yes, I sound like such a presenter. But now, guys, this is Season 2, Episode 2. I'm joined by two of my very, very good mates. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. We'll start with Hogshead boy over here.
How's it, guys? I'm John. I do my best for a living, and obviously, except for that, I have a biggie sport. I love rugby. I love watching rugby, and now and then playing rugby with the Oaks. So like that's me.
Joshua Timbo.
Josh here, Springboks, by those who know me. I'm just a gent that loves rugby, loves sports, and loves the ball. And that's all it is.
Yeah, the guys kind of took a little bit of shine with my intro, but anyways, as you can tell, this is the rugby show. We've got the Lions over here, we've got the mighty Springboks over here, and the one that truly matters, the black and gold of Opirif at the University of Johannesburg.
Wow.
Depends how old you are. Years ago. But yeah, guys, this is the rugby episode, season 2, episode 2. Let's rock and roll, and we're gonna have a fantastic time. And yeah, rugby season is upon us. Let's go, boys.
Let's do this.
So, gents, I have like a mini trivia for you guys to prove if you guys are truly rugby fans. If you get a question wrong, I need you guys to take a sip of your Coke over here.
Okay,
do one for
now. No, I'm not having that, but yeah, it's just Coke, guys, and we've got to be very, very solid for this kind of mission.
Coke Zero, by the way.
Watching our figures. Anyways, guys, I'm going to ask you quickly. There's 3 questions here. The first one is, which SA rugby player has won the SA Under-20 World Cup and the Men's Rugby World Cup?
There's 3.
Ooh! Ooh! Which one? You got to give us, if you say 3, you got to get all 3.
Okay, it's Kitsi, it's Andre, and then it's... Shit.
There we go.
If I have to have a guess, I think Kevin. I think
I don't think
No, not yet.
Oh, Peter, Steve, I don't know.
There we go.
That's the third one.
I mean, World Rugby Player of the Year.
Exactly.
I'll have a drink because you guys got all 3.
Yeah, but I'll have one because I didn't have this was the wrong game.
That's kind of good information. Anyway, second one. Which rugby player won the IRB Rugby Player of the Year the most?
Oostenrijk, Frankenstein.
Yeah, man.
No.
It's not South African for starters. Think another shot quickly.
I'll go with the New Zealand.
The most.
It's 1 or 3 times. There's 2 of them.
3 times.
One of them is the goat, the other one is the second.
Richie McCaw.
And Carter.
There we go. It's like when you guys decide to answer both, we get the correct answer. I don't get
Let's have a drink to that.
Best bet is always be smart. No. Not yet.
We're not playing Buffalo.
Not yet.
It's too early.
You see, already
It's not even 2 o'clock yet. It's not lunch in some countries.
Yeah.
And then the last but probably the most important question. The box of the Irish for the World Cup in 2023. Oh, here we go. That's the answer I was looking for. Come on.
Exactly.
We back the box. Box is going to be the right now, guys.
They have to.
It is going to be an amazing year. But yeah, guys, I think just to start us off on the actual topics, it's the 2023 World Cup in France starting in September around about, I think. I just want to find out obviously who you guys think are your picks, obviously, to win the World Cup. Don't go strictly Springboks, and I think all of us want the Springboks to defend it.
Of course.
But who do you guys actually think is going to win this year's World Cup, and who your dark horse?
My top horse is Australia. Don't lie. Eddie might be cooking something vicious down there, and it might be good, it might be bad. And I've got a feeling that the Springboks will surprise us. Either winning it again or going out to the group stages. Either or.
You took the ultimate.
Yeah. Either or. It's either we win it or we're not making out of it.
I mean, Karl Marx, bro, great extremist over here, bro. Far left, far right.
Yeah, literally. I'm right in the middle, and yeah, if the Springboks don't win it, France has to win it.
Yeah, so my vote goes Ireland. I mean, we have had the Boks. Yeah, I'm 100% Springboks.
Yeah.
Out of all my friends, all the people I speak to rugby-wise, I back the Boks because I like the way they played for the last couple of games and stuff. But if your question was not the Boks, then who? I'll go for Ireland. They are number one in the world at the moment. And I think if we compare all games we played in the last year and a half, Ireland was really tough. I mean, for France, we were 14 men on, 16. Depends if you want to count the ref or not.
It's a good thing. That's why you see we're not coaches.
But I think if we take the strength of the two teams, Ireland gave us a game.
Yeah, true.
France, if not the Boks, my favorite team to win, France, because it's home country, we have to. Oui. But I think Ireland's got a good lead up to the World Cup. We'll see what happens in the stage games.
No, it's true. I'm not gonna lie, for me, like just to answer, I think it's the French as well. I don't know if you guys noticed, these Blues went undefeated in 2022.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Now
like,
that you say that,
that's kind of like levels. This year, obviously, Six Nations, obviously, when they play against each other. We lost to Ireland. Ireland is number one, so we understand that the Irish then. But for me personally, I lost money in 2019 betting on the Irish. So you best believe I'm never betting on the Irish. They will disappoint you. It's like Mabena and in South Africa. They will just disappoint. Just wait for it.
And Charlie, on that note, have you ever had a bad Irish beer or whiskey?
Hey.
So maybe the rugby team will disappoint you. But not the Irish.
I am a true supporter of Jamison, JJS. The Irish got it right, and Conor McGregor is one as well.
Good luck.
Good luck.
But so I see the boys obviously, you said France as well, Irish. For me, favorites obviously to win it if I exclude the Boks, France. My dark horse is that I'm never going to counter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can never just
Compromise.
those guys. Yes, they haven't been playing well like this, but I think Ian Foster's coach, he's leading obviously. But I think as soon as Joe Schmidt came over from Ireland, there's just something he does, but in terms of winning, yes, they might not play the best like at first. And they start cooking, right? So those guys, they're going to be like dark horses. Maybe it's disrespect to say All Blacks are dark horses, but just based on how they played and everything. Yes, they won rugby championship last year, but it's a World Cup.
Yeah. I think the thing with the All Blacks is they are very much like South Africa.
True.
As Rassi said, they are physical. They play the game, the physical game. They're not scared of impact. And the other thing with the Blacks is they have speed in the game, which I think is a bit stressful for the Boks. So we've got brilliant wingers and reserves on wingers, but the rest of the backline, they're great men. They know the game of rugby, they can delegate the game, but there's not that much speed. So Sanele, with that, I agree with you. I think that's a good call. But let's see if they can handle the pressure.
We shall see. I think all of us are going to the stadium to see how the Boks perform against Argentina. We know we want
Yes. We are winning.
We have to.
I know, it's guaranteed.
We are watch a close eye in terms of how they play. Actually, guys, we are rugby aficionados by our own determination. So we'll see how they play. We'll get back to you. So let's watch.
Maybe it's like a special something at the stadium
Sneak peek something.
Don't reveal all our
But as you were saying, so that you can never count out the All Blacks.
Yeah.
All Blacks, literally, we can't. South Africa on the side can't count them out. Can't count out the All Blacks, and we also can't count out England. You never know.
No. England's also a wild card.
Yeah, like the proper wild card, proper dark horse. I didn't call them as my dark horse. I said Australia, but the English sometimes when they have an easy pathway to the finals if you look at it like.
I think the only Northern Hemisphere team to ever win
Exactly. So they might have that in them, and looking at their pool and the route to the final might be easier than Pool A and B, where it's France, literally the top 5 in 2 groups. So,
No, but I don't schmuck those guys, these problems. We've spoken about this before. We got into a fight in the stadium with English fans, so just want to leave it at that.
the English know my fist.
The problem with the Irish and the Springboks is if you get into a fight, they'll have a dope and settle it.
Yeah, true.
The other will whip first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think on to the next important thing, our captain, Hogshead. Siako is obviously recovering from his ACL injury. Do you guys, I think he's going to make it back in time, but do you guys think he deserves to start, or do you guys want to see how he's going to play in those first few games coming back?
You see, for me, the thing is, the Bay,
The
yes, what a nice guy. His style of rugby is and not offending him in any way, but if that guy pulls a Bok jersey over his head, he's another player. Sure. Where he plays at the moment is not that X factor, but as soon as he pulls a Bok jersey over his head, it's another player. He's got so much pride and plays a good game of rugby. And the thing that I respect of CI as well is he listens to the other guys in the team as well. I mean, I've seen in the previous World Cup and in some of the other games that when Evan and Vili or whoever goes to speak to Sia and tell him, Sia, speak to the guys about this. He listens. He's not a guy who wants to be captain.
Yeah, he leads from the back, basically.
100%. And he also leads with his own initiative. But when there's someone in the team who wants to talk to him about something, he's open to it and also addressing the rest. But I think Sia never disappointed me in a Springbok jersey. So I think, yes, we can give him a game, maybe, I don't know. But I think he can start. If his injury is recovered by then, I think he can start. He's my captain.
Yeah. As you were saying, Sia's a different beast when he puts on the Springbok jersey.
Yes.
He can play for the Sharks, Stormers, he can have his on and off games. But trust me, once he puts on that Bok jersey, that's where Sia.
Yes.
Sia, you understand? That number 6 is just destined for him, and I won't say it's his jersey. He just has to get up to speed and all of that. I wouldn't want him to play the Rugby Championship because the Springboks will want to win it. Let him play the friendlies against Argentina and I don't want to risk him there. It's going to be too much of a...
New Zealand.
Yeah, it's New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's one of those two. I don't want to risk him there.
It's a risk, but also he's going to be playing against hungry beasts when he gets to the
Yeah.
So what do? Do you throw him in the fire, say, let's hold him back, preserve him, and let that knee recover for as long as possible?
Just smoke it. Just smoke it.
I think just play him against New Zealand.
Don't play him against New
Because
Zealand.
he's got the X factor. He's not scared.
Exactly.
Injury or not, I think when he returns, no matter against who, he's going to give his all.
Fully. You understand? Play him against Argentina, rest him until the Scottish game, not Tonga, because Tonga's...
I will never stop.
You understand? Yeah. And then you can go on from there and make sure that the first game against the Irish, he's there. Yeah, he's our proper leader, and he'll make sure that gents.
And then he's also fully recovered.
Then he'll be fine from there. Because trust me, we don't know what's happening at these camps. We're probably losing each other with Copa stuff.
5 meter box, 5 by 5, but he's like, go and try it.
Yes.
I don't want Kutsi running full speed on me.
Kutsi, imagine Bud Spencer, dog, in a 5 meter channel, bro. How do you stop that torpedo, bro?
He's just straight at the legs.
So
from the side on the legs.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Play him just one game, and he's probably up to speed. It's just the knee. He doesn't have too much strapping on. The last pictures I've seen a couple of days, he just has a knee brace sort of. And he'll be fine, man. He's just that influential. He's that extra 5%. When the gents are tired, it's just play Sia. That number 6 at the back. As the black said, bro, there's some muti there in that number 6 jersey, you understand? It's got that extra something. You don't know where it's from, maybe Matiba Magic or something. But you understand it? It's got that something that we can't just take away and say, no, Sia's injured, we need a new captain. No. There's a reason why he's captain, there's a reason why he's made captain. And he surely understands, as you said, that when he pulls on that jersey, hey.
It's a different
he's a clutch man.
I think there's just players now who want to play in the big games. Test match rugby is the highest game. Now, and the World Cup, it just amplified. So for him, I think also this is the best chance for him because I think in the last World Cup, like Jacques said, he got a lot of support from the Wayne and I think this is the World Cup because Wayne, as much as Paul is obviously slowing down, and I think they said after this season he's done. I think this is the season for him to truly be that leader which we know and we've seen it as his own doubts. But I think this is the World Cup where if he does this, it cements him as very few rugby superstars.
Yes.
I want to ask you guys, sorry.
Yeah?
I'm asking the questions. I want to ask you guys, if not Sia, who do you vote for captain? Paulie. Do you think he'll recover in time?
That's the next injury crisis we've got for the Boks. So,
okay, but before we go there, if not Sia or Andre, because the injury last, who will you guys back?
I'm literally a conservative rugby fan.
Okay.
Tank 5.
Thank you. The captain should always be a forward.
Okay.
Kitsi will be my captain.
Kitsi?
Yeah. Spicy Plum.
Yes.
Get him as our captain. Number one, basically. And he'll lead us from the front. And he's not that. That's why I'm saying he's more of like a seer. He's not outspoken. He lets the work talk for him. And when he meets his players, as we've seen him in the Stormers, they tell him, okay, Kitsi, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and he can charge it from there. And that's why I'm saying Kitsi. But other than that, just Kitsi.
Just Kitsi. I'd like to see Malcolm as a captain. I'd like to see him.
I'm going to give you the inside scoop now. We know Malcolm. We went to school with Malcolm.
Okay.
And I was a hostel with Malcolm. Nips Malcolm. Just remember their Gordon House. Anyway, so we know Malcolm obviously, and Malcolm has never been the biggest talker. Malcolm just loves it.
He loves working. He's like Peter Steph.
But that's good.
It's
I'd
good,
also
but
say
it's
if I
good for
want
your
to
captain.
Peter Steph, I don't know. But he's a listener as well. And that's why I back Malcolm. I love it when a rook is captain. I mean, John Smith.
Yeah.
Great
Top
captain.
five.
Great captain.
Not the greatest captain, but he was captain.
He's
time.
You know what? Blue Telecom.
I hate that jersey. That Blue Telecom jersey. I never mind. It was just brilliant, bro. History.
Yeah. And then, except for them, Yemen. Yes, Yemen
has been captain as well.
And he went crazy during the game against Australia.
No, but he wasn't captain that game.
He was captain that game.
He was captain.
Yeah, when
But remember, he just told the guy, listen, I'm going to hold you like this. Go talk to your team. Go talk to your team.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that polite.
But Yemen, I vote for that guy. Yemen is a solid guy.
Captaincy, I'll say no. You know what? Already there's eyes on here on each and every day because they know if anything happens, Yemen is there. You understand?
Yeah.
Not that he has a short fuse, but he's the bulldog of the team. Like, touch one, start with me. You understand? The captain, sometimes you just need to be like that. He's not that cool. The pressure will be too much, and he won't play as Yemen plays.
I see. So you say that if he's captain, maybe he's going to impact because he needs to stay cool.
Exactly.
Whereas if it's not captain, he's
just
going to
goes
full
full
on.
on. You understand?
Go and grind.
Yeah.
He's everything.
And with refs, sometimes when you're captain, they add that extra eye. So already you're Yemen, there's a target on your back. Yes. You're captain now, so one wrong thing, you're out. Because the ref also needs to show leadership and authority that I'm the man of this game. If you're not going to respect me as captain, then you need to ship out, you understand? Yeah. So if he doesn't have that target on his back or that pressure on his back, as well as being Eben, the enforcer, you understand? It's going to impact his game. I want Eben to be Eben without anything. Eben, go. If you want to eat it, eat it. You understand?
Yeah.
Go.
Please. Please, just open the gates and go.
Just go.
Go.
Yes. Don't care about the ref. Don't look at the kicks. Don't stress about nothing. Just go. Put yourself on the line.
With that in mind, I mean, after thinking about
You
it,
understand?
I understand.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think the spicy plum is the safest thing in this sport.
I could see.
Yeah.
Hey,
Very cool. He's like a head boy of the high school. You understand?
he's a stone card.
Yeah. He's like
He's
a
a
stone
stone card. But that's what you need.
Exactly.
He's not an head boy of high school. He's too stone card for that.
But he's too smooth,
He's
bro.
smooth.
Yeah,
He's
he's
and I mean,
yeah,
that's what you need.
he literally just won it now.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Okay, I'll go for Ketsy.
Shout out.
Ketsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then obviously, like you were saying, the other injury crisis we have is in the fly out the body. They say both of them are coming back in Daniel Kasende first, and then Andre Pollard. God forbid, none of them play the first game against Australia. Who are you guys giving that number 10 jersey to? I know you mentioned some bloke with the French beef who got you cold.
I know this is a rugby talk, but I want to bring in another sport, chess.
Okay.
And now you just move one of the pieces, and I'm in checkmate with that question. Because I don't.
It's tough, bro, because they've only
I
done
know.
it those two guys. The box doesn't count them to use their third flash, especially
I'd literally call one of the Beer brothers. Rob. Yeah, Rob. He's the next cool head we have. I know Alton is good with the, he's nice, the sugar and spice and everything, but man, he's not there, man. Test level, I won't lie. And I call Rob because of how he plays in the Premiership. Premiership is closer to test level, right? You understand? Points, the corners, you understand? Maybe you might not know the Springbok philosophy and all of that, but at least Rob has that number 10. He's like a nurse. Just kick for us, bro. Control, and it'll be nice. You know? We're not playing against Argentina where we need to see all the flair slots in Alton at any time, you understand? But the World Cup or against New Zealand,
But it's just going to be for the first game.
and his defense is cooked, man. No, man, I'm sorry.
Check that like
I don't like the fact that just I don't know. It's a difficult question. Man.
It's tough.
We want the show to be funny and stuff. Yo, this is getting too serious.
You know what they say? I read something on my last week. Who's the guy in Freestyle? Ron Pina.
Yeah.
They say, hey, he can come play for Cross. I'm like, no.
How old is that man?
He's 40, I'm sure.
Bro,
I'm like, no.
we already went one stage. One stage retired, legend of the game.
Another calling back.
Another
calling back.
He's tired, though.
I think
He's killing
For the 10.
I think we play Kola, Colby. Colby can kick. I don't know if Colby can control a backline. But I can vote for Colby on fly. We've got enough, on fly. We've got enough wings.
We've got,
We've got
outside backs.
brilliant wings.
I don't know what happened.
Yo!
But our outside backs are the best in the
Something happened in South Africa.
Yeah?
Yo!
And if he's coming and he has a scrum cap on,
What happened 19, 20 years ago? Some porridge was fed to children, giving them wings.
Bro, in SA we just breed aces, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta have something. We gotta have a shake of the hips.
Literally, they're not huge as they thought that.
Yeah.
Like how Kobe
not a Jonah Logan.
Yeah, they're like, quick, look at this Kenki one. He's South African.
Curtly.
You understand?
Have you seen how powerful like Chisholm Gold is?
Yeah.
For a guy who's small.
He's bounced, what's his name? I forgot. On the French Club Rugby.
For Toulon,
Yeah.
playing.
He bounced a lot.
Yeah.
Like, sit down, and then they're like, look, who is this? You understand?
He's strong.
But Chisholm also did the slowest thing. Yo, when you say, what do you want to say? You want to 15 million? I don't know, this is what
They wanted more.
They gave him the 15 million. He was like, no. I'm going to Japan. I think he gave him like 20.
Chase us, if you're watching this.
Chase
Walk a dry man.
No, stay in Japan. It's soft. Nothing will happen to you.
He like marks
It's
like
nice.
full of box.
Yes. When it's time for the box, Japan just say, Konnichiwa, Nini. Just go. You understand? And that's how it is. So, I think it's good for him to just go to Japan.
Yeah.
Look at Boaka, look at, what's his name? Malcolm. Who else is there? Damien, Williams, no, not Williams. Billy was there. Jalandi's there. You understand? Yeah, so no, it's good for them.
I think
It's cushioned.
it's probably the best for SA rugby because, like, obviously when I say Japan rugby is yes, it's improved, but it's not. It's DRC, it's not super rugby, it's not test rugby. And I think I won't lie. This is just let's be on the other side. It blacks. But yeah, I think they say when they see a great Japan, all countries back.
Go.
Go get your money, come back for the box because you know the line with you guys. You want to play, but they want to play.
It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, that's how it is.
What? Guys, also, this is a bit of a controversial one. So we know, obviously, how the box plays. Very forward orientated. It should never go. I'm never going to say that you should go in and try to play a freaking offload game like this. It's not our rugby DNA. Yes, we can throw it around, but that's not us. It's stickers.
Have you seen sports? And I'm not going to go to the one because if I say sports, everyone knows zip.
Exactly, but listen, it's just the kind of M. For the All Blacks, it's from 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We don't need that. It's
not even 9, 7, 8, 9.
See?
You understand?
So, for me, like, I just wanted to ask guys, players like your Hacjivah Dayimani, shout out to the crew. Do you think the box could ever replace a player like that? Because I think there are times in a place where guys like that deserve a chance to play for the box. At least. Don't just count them out and say because they're too much flair. He's not 110 kgs. You'll play. You won't play with Wales. There's no chance.
Yeah.
But if it's a game against the 80s, bro, it's one of those fast pitches. Surely that guy has a place and deserves it. You book him, take him to the camp and then say it's your chance. I'm sure that's what you do.
I would say Hacjivah probably deserves a chance on that.
Especially us.
This season and last season when they won the USA, he does deserve a chance. The problem was or is you can't just kick out the door. You understand? You can't kick out whoever you just can't. It's one of those. And
At least not for this season.
yeah, and it's a World Cup season. Maybe if it wasn't, it'd definitely be in.
But surely throw him into camp so that he learns how it's like to
But
get
who you throw out?
That's the thing.
No, you just add him there, bro. They've already got like 50 people there in the camp, bro.
Yeah, so that you can understand the philosophy. I understand. It's just that his game also reminds me of like what's his name? Our captain who got injured, number 8. Not Sia. He was captain, not Wayne. Before Sia became captain, he played for the Lions.
Oh, Warren Whiteley.
One Whiteley. You understand? He reminds me of that game. He's got flair. Obviously, he doesn't have those leadership qualities, but he's got the flair. I think he gets. You understand? Maybe the Springboks are still looking at that SANZAAR rugby where it's just forward orientated and the defense needs to be A+. You understand?
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Hacjivah's defense. You understand? He's more of like your backline forward player. He's a forward because he has the 8, but he's more of a backline player. So maybe that's why I think he's not involved
The
in
man ran like 11 seconds in 100 meters.
You understand? He's fast. He's like
Who's fast?
He's fast. He's like
Who's fast?
He's like our PSPs, but not as big.
Yeah.
You understand? But he's just the defense is not on par with what maybe the Springboks or Jacques or Rassi is looking for. So I think maybe next season they'll start bringing him here and there. But I thought he was going to get a chance. I was
But more
disappointed.
physical,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I was disappointed. No, Hacjivah's not on the squad. I'm like, wow. What more does he need to do? And then I thought that, okay, Evan Ross is there, Jasper's there, Dwayne, you understand? Yeah, and what's his name from the Storm is the 40-year-old? Dion Fourie, you understand? He's the new form of the team forward. He literally plays every position.
Even Daniel Kasende calls it
You understand? He's the arm of the team. So I think if it wasn't for Dion Fourie, he would have been there. But because Dion is literally your universal plug, if I need a hooker, he's there. If I need a flank, he's there. If I need I think 8 man, I'm there. And Dion literally steals are best in the world.
think
He's like a Heinrich Bressel.
Thank you. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Something.
And
Yeah.
the only thing that Hacjivah, that I've seen that he offers right now is literally attack, defense, and winning those clutch games. He hasn't been. When it's tight, it's almost like an Alton. Alton, it's nice when it's nice. Your Alton will play the sexiest rugby for you. But when it's raining and it's a cold rainy night, it's
low
scoring game.
You understand?
Patience is on.
You understand? When it's a 6-9 game and you need your 10 to be a 10, you won't show up.
And that's where Polly is good.
You understand?
Yeah.
People forget.
You understand?
That's the
what
reason
it
the
is.
Boks won that World Cup was because of that semi-final. Against Warriors, was kicking for his life. I think that
Our defense, our steals, and number 10. That's what you need in a proper test rugby game. People forget that rugby is about forwards, winning those steals, and penalty goals. Once you get that in hand, you are winning some type of championship.
Especially on a World Cup, you need to succeed penalties.
That's
The
what
World Cup, yeah, running rugby is nice, but you need to make your penalties count in your favor. So, yeah, that's why we need
exactly.
a great flow.
Like how the scrums, people are pointing out the scrums that no, don't need these heavy forwards. Look at Bud Spencer, look at Skitso. Look at our front, they've got hoops for days, but put them in the front row. They're not going back, you understand? Literally, then handbreakers there, so that's what it is. So yeah, Hacjivah's game, that's what I'll say.
I'll give him a chance, but after the World Cup.
After the World Cup, yeah. So that he can get his A game up there and then give me
We're ready for that Hacjivah 2.0 bender.
Yeah.
Bro, when you do it again in Cape Town, just DM me on it, bro. The people know, dog. I can also dog. I'm ready, dog, for that 5 game. Trust me, coach, I'm ready as well.
Hacjivah, we've got you.
We've got you, dog.
We've got you.
Don't worry. Even though you're a genuine player, it's fine. But yeah, no, I think also, I just wanted to touch on Jasper Wiesel. I think he's the starting number 8 for the Boks. I honestly don't want him to start. I want him to run and choose him.
Like a bomb squad type of thing.
Yes. I would rather have Jasper because obviously Jasper won the player of the year game like he started off slow in the Boks jersey. But yes, this man, that class boy with the hair in his mouth. Yeah! You know that boy, man? I don't know when he lost. He lost it a long time ago. He just decided not to fix it. And he's making enough money to. Hey, but that boy is hard, man.
He's got the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah!
He's like John Deere on the plus.
It doesn't break down.
No, trustworthy. So for me, bro, whatever the condition, he's hard, he's strong, he's fast, and he's got a little bit of something to him. I think he needs to start for the Boks. Hacjivah can come in the next cycle. I think given the chance, it seems like it's that way. For now, I think Hacjivah Jasper starting right on the bench. Man, that bomb squad is looking kind of nice.
Sexy.
Sexy kind of nice. So yeah. The next thing we can actually speak about is what I call superstar coaching. You said your dark horses, the Wallabies with Eddie Jones or Eddie Jones and Fox.
Yeah.
Sneaky little back.
He's back it out. He's back it out.
Hey,
Back it out, man.
Come here, mate. Come here, mate. But do you guys think coaches can actually make such a difference to a team? Especially this thing about where unused storyline where they're using all their players to the NRL, Aussie rules on it. Do you think Eddie Jones can actually bring back some freaking, for lack of a better word, balls to them? Spice, bro, because we know Eddie loves himself a little rough around the edges player, and he turns them into some of the best players. Look at Ellis Ganger for England, where he was like became a captain for his club. So I just want to, do you guys think superstar coaches in rugby can make such a difference, especially so close to the World Cup?
Yeah.
I want to take this one.
Take it.
Let's start a while ago.
Yeah.
Before Jake White, where were the Boks? Okay. Jake White came in at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Before Rasi, where were the Boks?
True.
Rasi came in at
Sugar
the
and
World
spice.
Cup.
Sugar
And we
and
didn't, the first time that World Cup winning team lost their first game And yeah, sorry for that. It was unfortunate.
It was a
Very
clutch game.
unfortunate.
Yeah, clutch
Tough
game.
game.
Clutch. That's New Zealand.
Yeah, but that's my answer. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Maybe not so close to a World Cup.
I would
But
never do the World Cup.
star coaches, yeah, maybe a year or two before World Cup.
Nah,
That's my saying on that.
that's how it is. And I'll say he knows how to win the World Cup because he was there in 2007.
Yeah.
Understand? And he's gone to Australia where they know how to play dirty. And I won't say he's a dirty coach, but he's got a few tricks up his sleeves. And with Australia, and we don't know what's happening down there. We literally don't know what's happening. That's why they mind our houses. So, yeah, you need that aspect of a coach whereby he takes all the pressure. Like how Rassi just took all the pressure on him and made it on me. No one focused on the box, on what they were doing or what was happening or what he's cooking. And it was just Rassi. Then Sia, then back to Rassi. And then I woke up. Understand? And the same with, I'll go back to the Villiers. When we won, Peter the Villiers. When we won the Tri-Nations, we beat New Zealand home and away. We literally won everything that's got for you except for the World Cup because the Aussies knew how to buy a ref.
Who's that stupid guy? I don't even remember.
No! Bryce Lawrence.
Yes, Lawrence.
You understand? So he was that coach. He was that coach where he could divert the pressure off of his players and said, guys, play. I'll take the pressure. I'll handle everything. Just make sure you play for me, and I'll make sure that I'll take the pressure for you. And that's what Rassi has done.
Yeah.
That's what Jake has done, and that's what Eddie can do for his team. And that's what Razor Ray basically does for the Crusaders.
Yeah, the Crusaders just won, I don't know, probably like the 100th title in Super Rugby. Shout out to Razor Ray. Next is all that's going to be crazy.
You understand? So that's what it is.
One thing on coaches I'm just scared of is history repeats. After Jake, we had PDV. When we went to the World Cup, PDV took Jake's team
Yeah.
to the World Cup.
Trying to do it twice.
But
We got Rassi.
What's the final?
We got Rassi.
Yeah.
Rassi had a brilliant mindset, as you said. Brilliant mindset, taking the team's blame on himself. Brilliant team. But I also think the mindset behind the team was right. The best in the world. No two ways about it. They are the best in the world. But now I'm just scared that Nino takes Rassi's team to the World Cup. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm a very optimistic box supporter.
Yeah,
and
of course.
I'm backing my
You're
boys.
backing-
I'm backing my boys.
Always.
I'm just scared of that one thing.
It's true, but
Let's see what happens.
I think, you know, like obviously with P. Diddy, we found that same Jane White team. A lot of the young obviously were now in their prime, and I think the Box had like over 1,000 caps in their forward pack. It was something stupid like that. And obviously now they're experienced, but you're stuck in a tough place because you've got all these guys who are failing. That's literally the pinnacle.
Yeah, your peak, yeah.
For you as a coach to say, nah, I'm not going to take it here and get some events, you kick off with the Arbor and Kanye and hey, I'm not doing that as a coach. No, thank you.
Charlie, I'm talking about the older players. I don't know.
Yeah, what
I
way?
don't know.
That's.
I don't want to give names or what, but if I had to play professional rugby, I want to stop at the top of my career. Where there's been 2 or 3 judgments and 2 or 3 people not liking me, but the most of the country loves me.
True.
Then I'll stop it there. I mean, Morne, okay, Bismarck's over his time, but Morne knew when to call the shots. He said,
Come in.
done,
Yeah.
class.
After the Lion series, like I haunted
Yeah.
them twice, I'm good.
Yeah.
And brilliant, because now,
His 2 cents mattered.
I'll tell my kids, Morne Stein, and they'll be like, yes, one of the best flies in the world.
Yeah,
He's at a prime.
Yeah.
And the people are going to remember him on his
For that.
prime
Exactly.
when he stopped. I mean, Richie McCaw, He stopped there. He realized it's his time.
Yeah.
Some of the bot players, I don't know.
I hear
I
you.
want them to impress me. I really do. Let's see what happens.
But I think we won't. We won't, and we shouldn't throw away the old tractors.
No.
We've still got a few more yards in them, and I think we can still plow a couple of.
Yeah, 100%.
Show them so back the box always. And don't worry, box that night jersey, that's going to cost 900 rand. I'm ready for that.
I'm gonna buy that.
That's the special. That's the special. The 900 rand. I'm not buying for over 1,000. Please, Mike, don't do us like that.
It's night after all. But
I give up in time. I've been googling. Is the box jersey out already? It's still not.
Nah, in the next 2 weeks maybe. But as you're saying, with Jacques, Jacques. Right now, if you've been watching the press conferences and everything, Rassi's still there.
Yeah.
With the other teams, Jake left, and PDV took over the team, but without literally the same support staff.
Yeah.
With Jacques there, not Jacques, Rassi there, it's Jacques, there's still Sticks there, there's still, the only person who's left is literally the forwards coach, but Smith brought in, I forgot who it was, but it's still almost the same support staff, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's, Rassi's the sports director, rugby director, but he's still the coach. He's still there, he's still in the back room. He can still say those million fuck yous out of nowhere, you understand? So at least we still have Rassi's influence. It's his team, but his DNA and his physicality and everything is still there. He might not be the water boy anymore, of course. Won't drag me so that.
Come on, Rassi.
Come on, yeah.
Rassi is the water boy ever.
Rassi, praat bietjie met die rugby direkteur man.
Understand?
Ons soek jou as die waterboy.
Please.
That's what Rassi.
That's what we just need. So with him still being there, he might still be in the coaching box because he's the director of rugby. He's still there. It's not Jacques on his own or anyone on their own. He's still there. His identity and his philosophy can still be influenced all the time. And like how they just pulled everyone in together. They're having their separate camps. They're sending coaches over to the Northern Hemisphere to have camps separately. We're not doing here and there, so it's tricky. But I hear what you say, that after coaches leave, or those successful coaches, or those influential coaches leave, it is that rough patch. So hopefully for the Boks, and we love you, trust me, we love you, we want you guys to win. It's tricky, it's 50-50.
Joshua, on that, I wanna add that luckily for and I know I'm being on the plus and on the minus side about this in this, but luckily for Jog Ninobe, Rassi and Jog has worked together as a brilliant team.
Since when?
If I see them, they look like brothers. They understand each other. I mean, with the previous World Cup, Jog was there. He gave Rassi his team. With this World Cup, Rassi is there. He gave Jog his team. I mean, Jog is the coach, but Rassi supports.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened with last year's World Cup.
You know,
The last World Cup. The last year's World Cup.
I understand. COVID took some time off us, but the World Cup seemed like last year. Trust me.
And that's what I'm looking out for. I just brought up the stats to show you guys. We don't want history to repeat itself, but I don't think it will be the case. And I want to disagree with you. I want to say that if the Boks get into the quarters, they're going to win the World Cup.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to fall out of the group stages.
No, I said either or. It's either we fall out in the group stages, or we win. We choke like the Proteas. Fuck you guys.
Hey, this is a rugby show. Come on.
No, please. You understand? Or we go all the way. Because we're in the group of death if you look at them.
Yeah.
It's hectic. It's
Yeah.
proper hectic. So it's either or. If you make it to the quarterfinals, how you not stopping the box from there?
Yeah, no,
We know how to play finals rugby. We know how to play test rugby.
Yeah, we know how to handle the pressure.
You understand?
We don't want people taking it to their heads, and I think there's a dynamic in the Springbok rugby team where they know how to handle the pressure. And when there's one or two guys whose heads are getting too big for them, the coaches will tell them, listen, calm down.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
Exactly.
It's about the people at home. And that's where Rassie had it on point. And I'm sure that if something like that happens again, if Jaw can't handle it, Rassie will be there.
Like how they
And
handle the
if Rassie is doing something crazy, Jaw will be there for Rassie.
Yep.
And that's the dynamic we need in the squad.
Yeah.
I mean, Rassie and Jaw is brothers.
It's like brothers and coke, man.
Yeah.
It's like whiskey and appetizer, man. It's just works.
It's like whiskey and ice.
Careful on that one.
Hey.
But yeah, I think obviously we believe in the box. The World Cup is going to be amazing again. All the pubs from Illovo to Illovo and Hogshead are going to be full again. It's just going to be a really, really good period for us. I think honestly, load shedding won't disappoint us.
They've been good as of late.
Yeah, just keep us there. 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Not after 4.
And if we're busy speaking to big names and corporates and sponsors of the box and something, can I just ask you guys,
Please.
we are three gents who loves rugby.
Just please.
If you want to take us over.
Just for one game. Even against Tonga, it's fine.
I'll behave myself. I swear, I won't cause an international
And I'll
incident.
try managing our bosses back in South Africa. We'll speak to the partners asking for leave.
Greetings. So could I please have leave to watch the World Cup? I have tickets.
You have tickets, you understand? Put in that leave very early. It's holidays for me. I deserve another one.
I enjoy this.
Yeah, I think when we discussed the Rugby World Cup quite nicely, international rugby in the box. Just to take it back to grassroots, obviously now. I think coming up is Coca-Cola Craving Week. And it was supposed to be hosted at Work School Uteniko. In the Western Cape, but the Ravens stuff, they just moved to Uteniko Stadium. What is it, George? I just wanted to ask, considering how the junior rugby system is, obviously we've seen what's like, James obviously make the jump from Craven League, he's at 20 over to. Do you think, bruh, like rugby's losing a bit of that essence of actually just being for the boys, for the girls, just to enjoy some rugby, man, throw the ball around, kick it, enjoy actually playing the game? It's becoming too much of a professional, bro, because these kids actually get media training now. We have an interview. This is how you speak, this is your posture, this is how you're supposed to act. Do you think it's becoming too much of that? But also just with the festivals and all of the money being thrown around it. Even to be, yes, it's going to be a little more popular. But I just want to get your guys' opinion.
Yeah, so I mean, it is 2020.
Yeah.
We are living in a world full of social media, full of media. Everyone wants to get the 9-year-old Jebet Etzebeth for when over 12 years he's playing for the Box. Yeah, but I had him on 9 years interview. Do I support it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think let kids be kids. I think let the lighty play their feet. Cold-foot rugby, what's better than cold-foot rugby? Is a running rugby game. It's no kicking, it's no forwards all the time, it's a running rugby game. Give the small gents their chance to play rugby. When they get to high school, give them some proper training, but not media coverages. No, make them respect the media and everything. Maybe don't make that much media involvement. Maybe just broadcast the games. Just do a captain's interview afterwards. That's it.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. I don't want if it's needed. Yes, like a big. I know FNB's got the big classic clashes, derby games, those stuff. Yes, do interview with the captains. Good, done. Don't make everyone a superstar. I mean, I'm under 15 and I get a knee injury now. I won't be in the league of SA under 19 even though I was a brilliant player for the past 5-6 years. So don't give the guys those coverage. Maybe just let them enjoy rugby. Because later on in their rugby career, if they want to take it professionally, there will be politics. There will be media influences. So I'm with you there. It's getting too big in the media. Just let the gents play rugby.
To add my 2 cents to that, I would say I'll be on the fence. As you said, keep the grassroots. Start teaching the kids about media and stuff from maybe 16 years. Perfect. And first team.
Yes.
And as you said, just the captains. Yes. No man of the matches, no player to be seen, you understand? Keep it team oriented. You understand? Grand Combo week is coming up, Premier week is coming up. Who's player of the game, player of the match, or player of the tournament? I'm sorry, cut it out. Like how the, what's this? It's not classic clashes, Premier into schools. Like how they have, let's say, Grey College against Paul Roos. Don't interview the player to watch or the player to, that's already too much pressure. It's too much pressure for the kids.
Yeah, I think say it on air, but don't tell the guy we're watching you.
We're watching you.
mean,
what happens to the rest of the team? You understand?
Yeah.
There's probably a player in that first team whereby in grade 8 they played under 14 Gs or under 14 F. But because I'm not the player to see them, what's the reason or what's the need for me to play? You understand? Because okay, they're really looking at Sharp or they're really looking at Samuel. You understand?
Yes.
So just keep it at the captain, and if you're the captain, you're speaking for the team and for the school.
Yes.
Not for yourself, for the team and for the school, and keep it at that. Also at the Premier League. Don't be the player of the tournament or player of the match, because okay, I'm the player of the match now, and then in the following week, not the following week, the following game, will I still be the player of the match? Understand? It's not that, or I have a big head now, because kids will be kids. I will be like, hey, Jean, so please make sure the ball comes to me because they're looking at me. You understand?
Yes.
Or the ball comes to me, it's 3-on-1 situation. I don't want to pass. I want to go in because I'm the player to watch. You know, the cameras are on me. But if that pressure is off, or I'm not saying the cameras must not be in age, it's 2023 as it says. They won't be that you're going to play for the team that, oh, okay, it's 3-on-1, dummy, let's go.
I mean, play for your team, because then the coaches of the bigger teams will spot you.
If you're an X Factor, they'll find you.
Look on your arm. I can't recall that he's a selfish player.
Never.
He's not a selfish player, but he's one of the Boks' best players. Why?
He could have. He was going to score that try, but because he's unselfish, not that he wants the cameras on himself. It's for the betterment of the team. You know what? First try, up here, go.
Yeah. And unfortunately, kids are like that these days. If
That's how it
they
is.
know people look at them, they want to have a shot.
Yeah.
And they'll lie to make them look better. True. I mean, that's what you said. Not passing out the ball, even though there's 3 defenders. It's over that, clear over that.
It's
Pass out the
simple.
ball,
Just
it's
two
try.
passes, it's a clear
Now
try.
they want to have the shine. Maybe they have big guys stepping through them. Maybe have one step, then they through. You can't do that. I mean,
I think, bro, if you need to train like all of these players and make it so professional, bro, they lose so much of their personality, bro. Because think about it now. Yes, the SA rugby system is based on the under 13 craven week. If you make it there, now you're going about the 16 Grand Corps. After the 16 Grand Corps, SA high perform. Then under the 18 craven. Then SA under 18 then go play in power or whatever in those midfields where it sucks. Then SA under 20. Then Boks. But in SA we've had this lovely system where gents who've somehow fallen out of the system, whether they play, I don't know what the other under 16 is, but under 18 academy, and maybe you go to varsity, you study, they do what are those lovely courses? Transportation management, logistics, all those lovely ones. They're better in that.
No, they do.
But those are where the gents actually build bonds and stuff like that. And, you know, you find a player where it's like, oh, let me give this rugby thing another go. And he comes through the varsity system, who I think currently are in September, to varsity. if we now all of a sudden say we're taking that out of our player pool, that's gonna somehow hit the box. I don't care.
I've got 2 players in mind, as you just said. The first one, and the most well-known one, is a pure Janji. He was never in the rugby SA radar. He went to go play at UJ. I don't know what his team he was playing for. They covered. You understand?
Beat them,
You understand? He was playing for them. Became a Springbok.
Yeah.
The other one, Daniel Kasende. Literally, no Caribbean week, no academy week. At Wits, he played for us. He played with me. Literally, look at me. You understand? He was playing for the Kings, Masakane. He played from there. They took him from Kose's team to the Wits first team. Wits first team, he's playing for Freystad today, Curry Cup final. He's there. From what? Grassroots. Literally just playing rugby. Just for playing rugby on that Wednesday night, just for a job. But because you still have that flair, that eye is still there, we're not just not looking at you because you're not from the premier schools, if you can say that.
Yeah.
He's there, they're there. So to keep it in there, just to shell it in there, that's what will hurt rugby in South Africa. And that's what will hurt rugby worldwide, whereby you turn into soccer whereby it's only these particular schools. And if it's not these schools, no, cutting you out.
It's too professional.
You understand? That's what will hinder all of these things. Look at Mapimpi. Where did Mapimpi come from? No one knows. But he is the best wing in the world. He scored the first ever try in the final. Literally from dust to fucking
Yeah.
You understand? Literally from nothing, not even zero, nothing. No family, no backing to being the poster boy of the national team. You understand? So that's what rugby is about, bro. If you got nothing, you just that player, you just that team, go play and let rugby play for you and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But now if everything is on you, okay, this is Jacques, he is this next best to be, and then you fuck up to me, and then what's happened to you? You go into depression, you understand?
The higher you go, the faster you fall.
You understand? Look at your own person, I'm sorry. Your own person from high school, they were player to watch. He played for the Springboks when he was what, 19, 20? You understand? And then he pushed his knee, and then what happened to him? Cut out. And he went depressed, and then he was like, no, went back to the farm, became better, and now he's only coming back. You understand? Because what? The pressures of the lights are off, the cameras are off.
He's
the
just
media's
playing
off.
his game.
He's playing his game, he is playing rugby.
What he's good at.
That's what he's good at. Without the lights, without the cameras. And that's how it is. Like how Franz Steyn, it almost hurt him as well. Franz Steyn was that next best Percy Montgomery.
Yo, the France Steyn's bigger.
He lived up to the hype, but he
Uncle France, if you can have a try, chug a beer, entertain the crowd and play a game, hey.
But if you look at France's lineage or his line of how he became a Springbok, he won the World Cup when he was 20. He should have had 90. You understand? 90. Point of correction. He should have had over 150 caps. But because of the lights, the media, the attention, it did get to his head a bit. And then he went to France, and obviously, if you play in France, our guy, the Springboks won't choose you. Because it's in your head, you have the money, you have everything, and you're off. But if he didn't have that flashlight on him, he was 19, you're a teenager, you're already a Springbok player, you're a World Cup player, you have millions in your account. What's going to go in your mind? You understand? That's what you need.
Imagine having a budget of like 10,000 going to Hogshead. Like, what's going to happen to you?
Not even a horse.
Everyone's gonna be your friend.
Like, it's not going to make sense.
Literally after this recording, we can say we're going to the final in Freystad and get a suite. Now, no one's going to say shit.
Now we need to organize the chocolate to go there. It's almost time. It's almost time.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that spotlight is removed from all of these kids, and maybe just the captain or the head boy of the school. Sometimes the head boy of the school is the first team player in hockey. That removes the entire pressure from the first team, and he's there. But as you said, just keep it at that. Let the kids playing on comfort day, you understand? Club Rugby, they 14, 15, 16, maybe here and there, captains and stuff.
No, and there mustn't be too many sets.
Yeah.
It must be rugby.
Just play.
Just play your position.
Yes.
Please, this is important. Play your position. After primary school, when you go to high school or whatever, you learn how to play your position. But don't have too much sets.
Too many set moves now. Block one, block two,
Block 2, 3. Yeah. You have notepads in high school. Come on.
Yeah, no, I think it's good to teach them this. But 1 or 2,
2 or 3, yeah.
don't rule the game. I mean, let the boys be boys.
Yeah.
Let the gents play rugby.
Exactly.
Let them play their own game, and then maybe they'll get seen somewhere and pulled up.
Yeah. As you've said, World Cup rugby or finals rugby is played rugby. Not flashy. There's no lights. Look at how England lost the World Cup. They went there and said, we win this World Cup. We beat New Zealand. They lost against New Zealand. They just won against Wales. We beat Wales in the Six Nations. You know how they play rugby. Our rugby is flashy. But SA just literally went to cross your roots.
Yes.
You understand? Go for the rugby. Scrum. When the scrum, give it to the 10. The 10, if you can't give it to the wings, kick it to the corners and we'll win.
Yes.
And that's how we won the rugby World Cup. That's all. Keep it clean. Just as you've said, if you keep it clean,
Keep it by the game.
just keep it by the game.
Yes.
And trust me, that's why SA is still one of the best countries in the world. You have New Zealand there? New Zealand's New Zealand.
New Zealand's good.
You understand?
The Crusaders won.
You understand?
Come on.
You understand? But that's why your France, they might be flashy and everything, but when it's time to play rugby, where are they? Argentina, when it's time to play rugby,
pleasers.
you understand? Where are they?
Yeah.
Ireland, when it's time to play rugby, where are they? Nowhere to be seen. But yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah.
In conclusion, I think we say grassroots rugby matters. Don't get rid of the varsity system. Don't get rid of the club system. It is very important for our players. And that's why South Africa keeps cooking rugby.
We eat pop and flies.
Pop and flash,
The
bro.
braai is very important. No World Cup was ever won with salads.
Or spaghetti.
All tons. But and just in terms of our last two topics, I wanted to ask. So honestly, we decided to chase the money as SA rugby. I think it was a really good program here in Australia. I think there were big boys that we decided to join the URC. Obviously, subsequently the Champions Cup. But you guys, obviously now we're not playing the New Zealand team. They are watched the breakdowns, and they're actually starting to realize that they're hurting from not playing the SA club teams. Do you think we should ever go back to that system? Because obviously we've still got SANZAAR, and I never want to join the Six Nations. I'm sorry, I never want to. It's not good for us. I don't want it to boring competition. It's a jazz. It doesn't make sense for us. But do you think we should ever go back to joining SANZAAR? Like, you know, let's try Super 14. Let's keep out Japan. I understand the game is to develop. But it was just for South African team. 5 South African. I don't know how many Australian teams, I think there were like 3. That's just kicking my ass out of the brand. But yeah, do you think we should ever go back to the...
I also want some.
I'm having
Oh yeah, Coke.
Whoa. But yeah, do you guys ever think we should go back to that system?
My 2 cents before I have to dash for the fucking 6-9. No, you don't need to go back. SA rugby is good inside. That's all I can say. Literally, that's all I can say. Nothing more. Because you can see that we don't need them. They were killing us for time, like time zones. And I always wake up at 8 to just watch the Springboks or the Sharks.
Not waking up to watch this, but not the
Sharks, not the Sharks. So that's all it is.
I want to be in a bit of disagreement with you here.
Yeah.
I feel that it's a good thing to do. Maybe not every single year, but I think it's necessary. Just for the reason of that impact rugby, running rugby, that physical rugby. The Northern Hemisphere, they play good rugby, don't get me wrong. But it's more of a running rugby game. There's no physical rugby in the Northern Hemisphere. Well, the physical rugby that they have is only physical. and no tactics. Or
Probably
only
too
speed
many tactics and
and
money.
yes,
It's either or, it's never like a combination.
And I think it's a big derby between South Africa and the All Blacks because we have a similar game. We have very physical and we have a lot of tactics. So I support that, but not for maybe like championship rugby, it's fine. Or yeah, for now I think it's good for the Boks to develop, for South African rugby to develop in the URC. But some other time we have to go back to that kind of rugby.
I have a very controversial opinion on this, which I'm working on, and it only benefits South African rugby. But I don't care because I'm South African. I think the Boks should stay in URC, play Champions Cup, all of that. If they can figure out the logistical system to work, get the players raised, all of that, keep that. But guys, there's just something, man, about when we used to watching games that mattered.
Yeah,
Watching the Sharks against the Sailors at freaking Kings Park. Never been to Kings Park, or can I say, let me say the Lions versus the Sailors. In the Lions, good. We went to that far and we saw them.
We were there. Hello. This is how I got the shirt.
That hurt.
You understand? I was there. I was a VVIP during that time. I got to go. Literally, I got a suite. I met all the nice players. I met the president. Everything was nice. You understand? Because of the Super Rugby. You understand? It was amazing. I get it, but it's the logistics behind it. It's just the logistics, as you would say.
So for me, getting to that, if there was some sort of like way, but I know the rugby powers would never allow it. Let's say we played 10 years in the modern history of the clubs, then somehow we flip over. Let's be flip-flop. Let's be South African Normandy, what we're very good at. And then we go to SANZAAR and enjoy the Super Rugby. If there was anyway, because how we're so perfect geographically located, SA Rugby needs to start putting the power like, listen, at the end of the day, we are bringing country.
Come to us.
Come here.
You need to center of us.
Just because your pound and your New Zealand dollar is coming us, yes, we hear that. But the eyes are coming from us. So this is
no money is actually coming from us besides the pounds and the dollars.
Yeah.
Literally.
So for me, if it could work to say, no, it's fine, we're going to join Champions Cup, all that, but we also have an understanding to say, after this deal is done, we're going to go to SANZAAR, enjoy that maybe for 5 years, but it doesn't need to be forever. Because, guys, who was actually watching Super Rugby per se? I think all of us just Googled the results. Oh, Crusaders actually beat the Chiefs.
Super Rugby.
I'm waking up at 7 a.m. to watch the Chiefs versus the Crusaders.
Not even Chiefs and Crusaders. Fiji and Drua and One Pacifica.
Pacifica.
Who knows them?
I don't know what we are playing for the Drua. That is.
Sorry.
Mono Pacifica, no Christian in the fund. That's because we play for freaking Australia. The rest, next.
Other than that, nothing. Yeah. So, yeah, as I said before I left, yeah, it's one of those, man. Like, as you said, we are the foundation of it. I'm sorry, South Africa is the only team right now, or the Springboks, that still plays grassroots rugby. Yeah. With a list, right? Where I take the ball, I run. If it's not the 10, I run. If it's not the 10, I run. Done. And that's how it is. And we're in the center, and how everything is working at our favor. Time zone, our RAN, our own guy, it helps everyone else. Like everyone can come to South Africa, shop the crime rate and everything, but if you know where to go, you'll have the greatest time ever.
Yes. Yeah.
Trust me.
If you don't know where to go, give us a shout.
Call us.
Give us a comment on the YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Wherever. Go to strange places as well.
Yes.
We'll show you. We'll show you.
We'll show you where to go. Even at the dingy spots, call us. We know the people there.
Yes.
We know where to go. So that's what it is. South Africa is one of those. We have literally the world at our doorstep. If you want snow, we'll take you to the highlands. Yeah. If you want the winter wonderlands where it's just raining and cold,
we go to Cape Town.
You see all the seasons there in one day,
and
mate. A short lifetime.
And if you want a summer winter, we go to Durban.
We go to Durban. If you want some Miami, we go to Durban. You understand? Yeah. And if you just want everything in one pot, come to Joburg. You understand? Yeah. But you don't need to know where you're going. And then that's what it is. If you want a safari, you go to Pumalanga, Kruger. You nice. And that's what it is. That's the beauty of South Africa. We have everything in one. Our rand is favorable if you have the dollar. And you have the viewers. Trust me. We left Super Rugby and Super Rugby is suffering. Trust me.
Yeah.
The URC is literally the world's leading rugby league right now.
Yeah.
The English Premiership is suffering. The Wasps are out. Who else is
Worcester's out.
Worcester's out.
And I think, is it the same? No, it's not. It's what is the third one which got charged last season?
Is it not the Sale Sharks or something?
The sales shots are still fine, but there's a third one.
Northampton Saints.
No, Saints are still fine.
They're still there.
Wasps, it's Worcester. London Irish.
London Irish. They going as well. You understand? And everyone thought that the English Premiership was the Premiership. You understand? But now everyone is just turning their eyes onto the URC and they're like, yo, South Africa is giving us this. And how literally Cape Town hosted the finals and people are like, yo, we need to go to Cape Town. We need to just go to South Africa. A plane ticket for them to come here is cheap. You understand? Obviously, I have to save up for a couple of months to go up there. But for them, they can literally save up for a month or two.
Just make friends with the police, dog.
That's no,
21 rands
head to the pound.
Bro, it's a lovely equation. Oh, what do you guys need?
That's what COVID stole from us. Literally, we had our tickets to go watch the British and Irish lunch, but we couldn't go because of COVID. But if it wasn't for COVID, trust me, I'd be in England right now and being fucking jump out of my mind. It's summer.
There with King Charles. I swear to
You understand? So that's what it is. South Africa or SA Rugby just needs to realize the amount of power or influence we have in world rugby. If it's not South Africa, if South Africa is not in your pool, you're gonna suffer. We like onions in the gravy, bro. If you don't have onions, the gravy will be substandard, but it'll be okay. Great, you understand? You need your onions in your gravy. You need your onions in, or you need your horse in your braai. If you don't have horse in your braai,
but not too much horse.
but you need horse. You understand?
Chicken breast, thighs, must mix it.
But you understand? You need your horse in your braai to make your braai a braai.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if SA Rugby realizes that, hey, we actually need that person, trust me, we'll have the World Cup here consecutively. But because we're not that staunch or that hard, I won't say we look like beggars, but we look like, okay, we're here now.
You don't understand how much power we actually have.
We have a lot of power. If you look at other national teams, how many South Africans are in the other national teams?
Being Irish.
Hello. Scottish.
Scotland is the biggest thief of them all.
You understand?
You've got a freaking Duplessis or a David, they're like, hey, I got Scottish accent.
Scottish
What? What?
A schoolman.
Yeah,
Scotland.
Schumann.
You understand?
How is it? Hey, how's the money?
Even in the French team, we have a South African there.
The log, what is that log?
Yeah, he won the under 20 World Cup as well with kids playing, but he's in the French team and he's one of their key players. That goes to show that South Africa has that much of power and influence. So that's all I'll say.
James, just to the last thing, just wanted to ask you guys, do you think, man, obviously how SA Rugby now is structured, obviously, since we've joined the URC, the sustainability of everything. Yes, I sound like such a sustainability. Rock and roll, man. Yeah. But yeah, do you think, obviously, because we played so many like competitions together, because while URC was playing, Curry Cup was playing, I know Curry Cup was always a winning system for rugby players, then they can go to the next level. But surely if you're playing URC and Curry Cup same time, URC and we continue with Curry Cup, a week later, box, if you're a top tier player on level 1, whatever they call it, then Rugby Championship, World Cup, back to URC. In my mind, that's just not sustainable. Players are going to get hurt. Now all of a sudden it starts affecting your team. But at the end of the day, it is a business because that's how these chains make their living. Do you think we can continue that way, or does it now need to come to this thing where I know rugby, World Rugby is proposing a change to the calendar now and somehow structuring all the competitions to have a flow? But I think it's going to hinder the even the most because they kind of need to do that back-to-back on block. Do you think we can continue with this, or do you actually be like, no, you know what, someone needs to take like a bullet and actually like, we need to restructure all of this and have this north-south final, as they call it, and then we can actually have a proper rugby calendar and actually think about player welfare. A lot of gents are getting hurt, and whole bunch is having hella lawsuits about CT and way that things are up.
So I think we should play it off against each other. I think maybe a bit less rugby. I know everyone wants the money. I mean, we play for rugby. We play rugby for money. We work for money. We need the money.
Yep.
But I think, yeah, as you said, with the injuries and everything, scale it down a bit. You're wanting some rest.
True.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about that. I think keep it as long as possible, but scale it down. You need to rest.
True. I can add to that. Let's keep your current up as maybe your, not to put it as a less of a level, but to keep it as your developmental or your next step towards the URC or the Springboks. You understand? Let's say the squad of 41 players in the Springbok squad. Let's not play them in the current. Let's just keep them as your Heineken Champions League or EPRC team and URC here and there. You understand?
Don't you think that's going to also create beefs between players?
Yeah, I'm the tier 1, you're tier 2.
Yes, you're there,
the A team and the B team type of thing. I understand what you're saying, but as Jacques has said, bro, these guys are playing with their bodies. You understand? And professional rugby is crazy. I won't lie. And the new laws keeping literally your titles.
I think that's a bunch of nonsense, but
you know,
literally
keeping it less at the sternum and going for your legs. People run high knees and literally tackling tackling your knees. You're at higher risk of injuring your head and getting more concussions because of that. I understand they want to keep it lower than the neck, but I would say it's also safer to keep it here because you're also hindering your offloads, you understand? Yeah. But now keeping it lower than the sternum, it's going to affect more players because head injuries is more and all of that. So, yeah, it's a tough one, but I'd say maybe keep the Currie Cup as your next step to the URC or planning the URC teams. Yeah. And then, as South Africa, we know who our Springbok players are. Obviously, if we are the Springboks, that's why I love them. Rugby is not your mental game where this player, and I have my head on my shoulders and I'm that player. You know that if I play the Springboks and represent the whole country, even though I don't represent the Springboks, look at your Hacjivahs and all of them, they're still as proud of playing just the URC. Keep it at that so that the next challenge is basically going to play for the Springboks. And the same for the Springboks. If I have too big of a head, then bro, chuck out of here. Please get out. If you have a big head for the team, okay, chuck out. We'll put in the next
and come back when you're humble.
When you're humble, you understand, like how it is with Altic. He had a big head. He actually is chunked the back to himself. You understand? That's how it is. You understand? Those pitches were nice, but there were two people ahead. You fucking child teachers. You fucking child teachers. Now, please scale yourself down. You have a big of a head, and now he's back in the squad because what? They've told him 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please keep it within the Springbok philosophy.
Yeah.
If you're too big for the Springboks, then
we don't want you.
We don't want you because
you aren't the box.
You're not part of the Springboks. You understand? Literally, if you look, I'm sorry, I'm diverting now. If you look at the top 3 sports in the country, soccer, cricket, and rugby, the Springboks, the Springboks are one of the teams whereby you'll never find a Springbok in the newspaper. You'll never find a Springboks in the media whereby they've done something. It was only out. The last player was yours in 2002. And they kicked him out because of that, you understand? Because you were too ahead of the Springboks. But other than that, the Springboks are the team where
They're the team.
They're the team
They're
of the
the
nation.
team.
You understand?
They're not the player.
No,
Playing
you're never the
for
player.
the box.
Yes.
They are the team.
Your name is not on the back, it's just a number. You just represent that number, and that number has
And the badge.
And the badge.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't play for the team, then chuck out, bro. If you can't play for the URC, chuck out. Go play for the Curry Cup teams, and then you work yourself up. That's
If you
what I
want to
can
make
say.
a name, look like I can't
You
make a
understand?
name.
Go make a name for
Make a
yourself.
name. But
Yeah.
your name won't carry the box.
Thank you.
You need to play as a team.
Yeah.
As Rasi said throughout that whole chasing the sun thing,
Thank you.
it's about the team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Someone's been watching Chasing the Sun, eh?
It's been a long
time ago.
It's been a long time, but as
Yeah.
you say, it's about the team, not the player.
Yeah.
There's a reason why rugby doesn't have a name on the back. You play, there's a number there, but any other person can play that same number.
Yeah.
But all that matters is this badge, but I see this badge.
Play for
Springboks.
Play for your
Exactly.
Yeah, that's because of damn advertising. We're gonna fight against it. That's a topic.
That's what it is. Play for the badge. If you play for the badge, dude, you be the best. Like how see it is. When he puts on the Springbok jersey, he's playing the Springboks and South Africa. He's not playing for Sia, he's not playing for Rachel, he's not playing for his kids, he's not playing for black people. If you can say, some people are like, it's a BD, couple stadiums. No, he's just playing for the Springboks and it ends there.
giving it to them.
That's all it is. Sure.
Just to tie it up, you actually changed what I wanted to say. I think people obviously need to realize that we know what rugby is done for us. Yes, we can say united. It does actually bring a sense of patriotism. I'm not going to go as far as saying united makes everything kumbaya, because I think that's a little But I think it brings a sense of pride to the country. People actually have pride in where they come from. They actually see the value. I am a South African first people where I come from. Black South African, black South African, white South African. But the fact that we can have a conversation about this and like the same things, relate to where we come from, is where we see the importance of this game. And I think should this game ever go away, get contaminated, it's so bad for not only the country, but the entire world. And I think this is what Wars and Banter is about. You see people from such different backgrounds, but you can find commonality in such a small thing, which is chasing down or that actually having fun. And I think we actually just need to realize, guys, life is hard. There's no need to be a fool, be a dick. Actually, man, like, be nicer in life, actually. And you'll meet so many people and relate and find joy in so many commonalities. And this is totally different to what I wanted to say. I didn't even think I was going to say it, but I think, guys, rugby is such a pure game. It teaches respect, camaraderie, and for me, there's always a safe haven, which is where I found I could relate to people. So I'm so grateful for this game. I hope we get to preserve it and actually just enjoy it. Like, you need to play, you can watch it, you can chat shit, drink branas, have a braai, have a good time. And that's what the game is meant to be. I'm so grateful for you guys coming through, having a chat with me at Hogshead, Illovo, promoting for like 5 seconds.
The Branas and Coke is a special order,
special
stand, come through.
Double pizza special, 2 branas, 8 errands, but yeah guys, thank you very much, Rocky. Thank you very much, Marty. 2 episodes in there.
You understand?
I
understand.
But yeah man, this has been Wars and Banter, season 2, episode 2. Danko!
Yeah.
Thanks, Anene. What a show.
Yeah.
What a show.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Georgie.
Jackie.